Hi, Tigers! Miss Sandra Bitch here, and welcome to day 3 of Digital Citizenship Week. It is miercoles! We've met some interesting characters so far. On day 1, we met arms. Does anyone remember who was on day 2? That's right, it was guts. Today is day 3, and here's a sneak peek. You might get to meet more than one character. So let's see how we are going to be working today. So here's our question. If you want to read it with me, go ahead and read it. How can we be kind and stand up for others online? I noticed that there's more red words, more technology words. Since today we are going to be focusing on 2 characters, I separated the red words for the first character. So the first set of red words are, how can we be kind? So that's the first part of the question that we're going to think about. And with how can we be kind, we have 2 words. Online, can you say that word? Good. And our second word is respect. Let's go over these 2 words of how we can be kind. Let's look with our eyes. I notice there's a laptop and the word search is on the laptop. That must mean he is online. Can you say that word? Good job. Online means using a computer, a phone, or a tablet to visit a website or an app. So whenever you go on a website or app, you are online. Our second word, look at these 2 characters. They look like they're smiling at each other. I notice one has a heart on it. I wonder if this is our new character. But the word is respect. Can you say that word? Good job. Respect in other words means you appreciate someone else. So, let's meet our character for today. You already saw them on here with the heart. We're going to meet our character named Heart. So, I need those tigers to put their listening ears on and our focus on the screen.
On this episode, it's Heart.
Hello, digital citizens! My name is Heart. I'm known for using my strong heart to be kind to other people. Today, I'm hanging out at a friend's house. We both love watching funny movies and making snacks. I'm super thankful for my friend. Having friends is really important to me, both online and in person. Sometimes people can be mean to my friends online, but I always try to be kind. If someone makes fun of my friend, I remind them that they're awesome and that I care about them. Remember to use your heart to be kind and show respect to others. And that's true when we're in person and when we're online too. The cool thing about being kind is that it can help you and other people feel good.
Hey, Heart, can you help me make popcorn before we start the movie?
Got to go, but my question for you digital citizens out there is, what are ways you can be kind online?
Thanks, Heart. So, Tigers, Heart just asked us a question. How can we be kind to others online? Now, we also talked about balance, being kind to others in person and online. It's the same thing. So I want you to stop and I want you to think. How can you be kind to others when you are on a website or an app? Okay, I hope you were thinking. If you're doing this video whole group, you're going to pause the video here and pass out this paper where we have our character Heart. If you're doing this by yourself, go ahead and pause this video and get your paper. Okay, now you're back. We were asked a question by our character Heart of how can we be kind to others online? And I notice here in this picture, our character Heart is right here, and Heart is holding an iPad. So let's think, how can we be kind to others while online? And we learned that being online, one of our red words, is using a computer, a phone, or an iPad or tablet, visiting a website or an app. Well, we do that here at Bailey's. You go on either ST Math or Lexia. So how can you be kind to another friend if they're using ST Math or Lexia? One way is to let them stay focused and try not to distract them. If you see a friend focused doing ST Math, we're not going to bother them. We want them to stay online with their app so that they get their job done. That's a good way to be kind to others. So, right now, what you're going to do is you are going to have 10 minutes. And in these 10 minutes, you can color your picture here of meeting Heart. But more importantly, while coloring, you can think about other ways you can be kind, or you can talk to a friend next to you while coloring of ways you can be kind online. And if you run out of ideas of ways to be kind online, since we're talking about balance, what are ways that you can be kind in person, not using technology? For example, one way to be kind, if a friend drops their pencil, I can help pick it up and give it to them. That is being kind without technology. So go ahead, get started, Tigers, giving you 10 minutes. I'll let you know when it's the halfway point. All right, tigers, heads up. This is the halfway point. 5 minutes have passed. You have 5 more minutes to finish your drawing with Heart the character. If you finished coloring, you can talk quietly next to a friend about ways to be safe online or just ways to be safe or to be kind next to your friend. All right, tigers, final minute. Make sure your name is at the top. We want to make sure you have your paper. All right, Tigers, time is up. Hopefully, you had enough time to finish coloring in your heart and getting to talk to a friend about how we can be kind to others online or just in person. So, I mentioned today is going to be a two-part. So, here's our question again, but notice the words have changed in red. Before we focused on how can we be kind, here's our second part. And stand up for others online. We're going to learn how we can stand up for others, and we have two words that we're going to focus on. The first word is upstander. Can you say upstander? Nice. Our second word, I'm sure you've heard before, is community. Can you say community? Good job, Tigers. Let's learn what each of these means. I noticed two characters. They both have smiles on, and one even has an arm around another. This looks like the word upstander. Upstander is a person who stands up for someone else, whether they're a friend or they're just part of their class. So it sounds to me that it's a good thing to be an upstander. Our second word has to do with this picture. And look, there's a lot of characters, and they're all in a picture. This must be a picture to go along with our word community. Community are a people who share a common neighborhood, a background, or an interest. All of these characters are part of Digital Citizenship Week. Your class is a community because you are all together in the same room for the same grade. So, we're going to meet a second character today. Before we met Heart on how we can be kind, now we're going to meet Legs. Let's see how we can use Legs, our character, and being an upstander in our community. Turn those listening ears on.
On this episode, it's Legs.
Hello, digital citizens. My name is Legs. I'm known for using my tall legs to stand up for people who are feeling sad or left out. Today, I'm at the basketball courts playing with friends. One of my friends didn't get picked to join a team and was feeling left out. So, I stood up and I invited them to play on my team. Standing up for friends is important to me. It's a great way to show others you care. And you don't really have to get off your feet to stand up for others. There are lots of ways to support your friends, both in person and online too. Like saying kind words to them if they're feeling sad or left out. Standing up for others can also mean talking to a grown-up if you don't know what to do. Even if I'm just playing games on the internet, I stand up for my friends by including them and saying nice things. I hope my tall legs remind you to stand up for others in person and online.
Nice shot, Fee.
Gotta go, but my question for you digital citizens out there is, how do you stand up for people you care about?
Aw, thanks, Legs. A cool character. We're going to talk more right now about how you, Bailey's Tigers, can stand up for others while online and in person. So let's take a close look at our activity. If you are doing this group, go ahead and pause the video here and pass out this paper. If you're doing this by yourself, pause the video and take a look to find your paper. Okay, now that you have your paper, let's take a look. I noticed that our character Legs is on here, and I noticed that they're playing basketball. But look to the left here. I also see it kind of looks like a phone, and it says join our game ? Yes, and then the fire symbol. Let's stop and think. How is this being an upstander online? How is this being a good person who supports others? Go ahead and think for a minute. Now, maybe share with the person next to you, or you can just think in your mind, how is this being a upstander? How is this being showing standing up for someone? If you mention that it's including others in a game, you're correct. Whether it's in person playing a game or if you're playing a game online, like I know a lot of you do, including others is being an upstander, standing up for someone and getting them involved. Good job thinking. Right now, you're going to have a 10-minute timer just like before, and you can color in your legs character. And while you're working, you can quietly ask your table group or the person next to you about ways that you can stand up for others, whether it's online, or how can you stand up for others in person. Go ahead and get started. All right, Tigers, it's about 7.5 minutes left on our timer. I'm going to hurry this one up a little bit, but if you need more time to color, you could go ahead and pause here. So, let me bring my camera back. Here I am. So, we got to meet two characters today when we were talking about how can we be kind online and how can we stand up for others. And our two characters we met were Heart, and we focused on being kind, and Legs, about being an upstander and standing up for someone, including them. So we've met arms, guts, heart, legs. That's 4 out of the 6. We only have 2 days left of Digital Citizenship Week and only 2 characters. I wonder who we'll do for tomorrow. Come back and find out. Bye, Tigers!